Kentucky football wastes no time in moving on from Mark Stoops as they have named their new head coach, Will Stein, the offensive coordinator for the Oregon Ducks, will be the next head football coach of the University of Kentucky. I do want to take 1 second here. Moment of silence, 5 seconds, please, for Mark Stoops. All right, rest in peace, buddy. You sucked at your job. You really did. And you being fired was inevitable, but you really just pushed it this year and did whatever you could to get fired. But that's okay. Will Stein is now here. Will Stein, who has been, the mastermind across one of the better offenses that we've seen in college football in recent years. Shout out to KSR who came up with this stat. I thought this was funny. Kentucky has not had a 3,000 yard passer since 2010. It's 2025. Will Stein has had two 4,000 yards passers in the last 4 years. They've had Dante Moore, they had Bo Nix, they had Dylan Gabriel, they had weapons everywhere. I mean, Dion, when you think college football and you think college football offenses, Oregon is like honestly what people kind of dream of with like what the offense kind of looks like in that regard. What do you take from this hire and like I guess what grade would you give the hire of Will Stein? I mean, I feel like going from Mark Stoops to Will Stein is one of the bigger upgrades in the country.
I give it an A plus. Do you know why I'm gonna give it an A plus? Do you know where Will Stein played college football?
Did he hold on a second now? Was he a quarterback?
Yeah,
He played at Louisville, so they hired a Louisville quarterback.
they hired Louisville's quarterback to be their head coach.
This has got to be
And
this got to be the best hire of all time.
Dion sources, if Penn State doesn't get Sataki, I believe they're gonna reach out to Jeff Brom.
What the ew?
So if Penn State, now I'm not saying Brom's going to take the deal. I'm not saying like anything like that. If Brom somehow takes the Penn State job and Louisville opens, Kentucky beating Louisville to their own guy, like that's why it's an A plus hire, right? I do believe he does have some connections though, of course, to Kentucky in general. But I mean, I think this is an A plus hire. You got a guy that I believe would have been the favorite for the Louisville job if it ever opened. Now, are we 100% sure he doesn't jump ship right away to go to Louisville? You never know. This college football coaching carousel is insane. Um, but in terms of the on-field product, I think Kentucky should be very happy. I'm gonna name you three guys that have been committed or nearly committed to playing for Will Stein
Okay.
that will be playing college football next year. Dante Moore,
Hmm.
JKS at Cal. I don't know how to say his name, so we're just gonna rock with JKS.
Okay.
Ryder Lyons.
Wait,
I
what?
don't think Will Stein's coming alone.
So Will Stein's bringing some hoopers.
I think Will Stein's gonna bring Will Stein's bringing his own bags in there. Louis, shout out Prime. And the way I look at it, like I don't think Dante's going anywhere. I think he's staying at Oregon. If Sataki leaves BYU, that opens up Ryder Lyons' commitment, right? I mean, depending on who BYU hires, of course, but like I think there's potential there that he decommits and like reopens his search. It's very early in that realm too. Like he would have months. I don't think he would go to Kentucky. He's literally the best quarterback in the country. That feels like a stretch, but you never know. Now JKS at Cal, that's the one. He committed to Oregon early, switched and flipped to Cal because he wanted to play right away. He would have the same opportunity at Kentucky. He has tweeted out that he's not leaving Cal, but I think Kentucky could compete bag for bag with Cal. JKS seems like a loyalty guy. He has a relationship with Will Stein. I don't think it'll be like solely monetary for him, but I do believe there's a possibility like JKS goes to Kentucky.
Yeah, look, even outside of that, like I'll go hand up here. Like I know about Oregon's offense. Like obviously, everyone who watches college football knows about Oregon's offense. It's nasty, right? That's what they do. They put up points. It's always great. Just to play quick devil's advocate here, Dion, we have seen football programs in the past do the get the offensive coordinator from the fun offense
Yeah.
and it not be the greatest product when he's the head coach. Is there any? I mean, obviously, I think I'm over here to say I think Will Stein's going to be successful, but is there a little bit of like thought in the back of your head, like maybe it's it's not just like him. Like Oregon's got all these players too. He's got to bring some guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. That's why I think I'm high on the hire. Is he's the guy that got those guys, right? Like Dylan Gabriel went to Oregon to play for Will Stein. Dante Moore left UCLA where he was going to be the starter to be Dylan Gabriel's backup to one day play for Will Stein.
Yeah.
Like JKS was committed to Oregon, chose not to go just because of everything that was ahead of him. But JKS committed to Oregon at one point with Dylan Gabriel and Dante Moore on the roster. Like Ryder Lyons, I believe Oregon was second in the hunt for him. Again, Dante Moore is on the roster, and Ryder Lyons was like, I think I want, was considering going to Oregon. He's clearly like built strong relationships with these dudes. It's I guess you could call him somewhat of a quarterback whisperer. Now, do I think Oregon's offense this year is as good as it should be? I do not. To be completely honest with you, I think that Indiana game was a little telling, but I don't think they have the weapons that they normally do at receiver this year. There's no Tez Johnson out there, so I think it's a little stagnant because of who's on the team. But listen, if you can get Louisville's guy, and Louisville's guy has all these connections to these like high level quarterbacks, like those four dudes I just named, the only one that we're questioning will play NFL football one day is the number one quarterback in the country at the high school level, Ryder Lyons. And we're only questioning that because he hasn't played a college snap yet. JKS will play NFL football. Dante Moore will play NFL football. Dylan Gabriel is. So, I mean, the pedigree and the people he's been around are NFL guys. And if you can bring NFL guys to Kentucky, I think you're going to have a lot of success.
Right. Also, like he's a QB guy too. Like to your point, like even Bo Nix, a guy that didn't do the best at Auburn, he goes to Oregon and is unleashed. Like if you're a quarterback, you want to go play, you want to be play for Kentucky. Like that'd be my first. Like I think he's going to be able to get elite quarterbacks at least there. And when you have elite quarterbacks, usually elite weapons follow. And I'm not sure if you said, did you see the video of Will Stein when he was at, I think it was like UTSA, and he has like his breakdown of how he operates, and he literally calls the program "Feed the Studs."
I like that.
Literally, it's just like a whole breakdown of how, and even his UTSA teams, which he called them the bomb squad. They just unleash offenses, put your best players in positions to make plays. Aren't like just all these, just basically get your playmakers to rock. Like, what do you not want as far as an offense coordinator in that spot? So look, a great hire for Kentucky. I'm very excited to watch what he does, and I think there's a world where Mark Pope gets his shit together. You're looking at a 1-2 dynamic punch between Kentucky football and Kentucky basketball, which I think they thought they would get with Mark Stoops, but they did not end up getting. But shout out to Will Stein, shout out to Kentucky football. I think it's going to be exciting times for them moving forward.